everyone, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about mass and how to measure a mass of an object. Now, before we get started, it's important for us to know and recognize the difference between mass and weight. A lot of times we might use this word interchangeably, mass and weight, but mass and weight are actually different. Mass is how much matter we have and how much space that we take up. Weight also depends on gravity. And what I mean by that is how much I weigh on Earth will change if I go to the moon. So if I go to the moon, my weight will change, but my mass, how much matter I'm made up and how much space I take up, will remain the same. So today we're going to be investigating mass and how to measure how much mass an object has. The first thing that we have to do is look at our object or the scale that we use, which is a pan balance. Now, a pan balance has a couple important parts that we have to know in order to use it. First, we have two sides of our pan balance. In our example, we have the yellow and the red side. These two are where we place different objects. So for example, I might place an object over here, and I might place an object over here. Now, another thing that's important to know is there's this triangle and line in the middle. Do you see this triangle and line? This means when they line up, that whatever is on the yellow side and whatever is on the red side even out. So we can already see that they are about the same. The line matches up when I stop it, my friends. So what are we going to do now? We're going to measure how much mass an object has. So we are going to measure three objects and how much mass that they have. The first is a eraser. The second are Post-it notes, and the third are crayons. So before we even measure how much mass these has, I first want to talk about making a prediction. Before scientists ever do an experiment, we have to think about what the outcome might be. And we are going to use these weighted kind of tools to help us out. And these weighted tools come in different sizes. We have a 1 gram, a 5 gram, a 10 gram, a 20 gram, 25 gram, and a 50 gram. And so the more grams, the more mass it has. So, teachers, I want you to pause the video and have your students predict how much mass these three objects would have in grams. Again, our objects are an eraser, a stack of Post-it notes, and crayons. You guys can go ahead and pause the video. Welcome back, everyone. We are going to go with our first item, our first object, which is the eraser. So I'm going to put all of the ones that we are measuring today on the yellow side. So when I put it over here, one thing we notice is that the yellow side goes down. So when the yellow side goes down, that means this side has more mass. So this side has more mass on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to use these gram kind of tools and counters to try to even it out and get it to where that triangle and line meet up once again. So one thing that we can always start to do is we can start to just add some ones. So I'm going to add some ones over here. And some friends might just keep on going at 3, 4, 5. But as we can see, this side isn't moving. So instead of just adding ones and one and one and one and one over again, we can begin to add some bigger increments of weighted tools to our red side. So I'm going to add a 5. So I already have 5 ones here. I'm going to add another 5, so I have 10 grams on this side. As you see, it budged a little bit, but we still need to add some more. So I'm going to add another 5 grams. So as you see, it begins to kind of sway. It begins to try to balance out. And as we see here, when we come right here, we see that the line is now equal or lined up to the triangle. So that means this side and this side are once again have equal mass. So let's take off our counters and see how much the eraser weighs. 5. Then we have another 5, so that makes 10. And then we have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and we added one other 16. So we have 16 ones, or 16 grams. So what we're going to do next is we are going to weigh the Post-it notes. So I'm going to put the Post-it notes onto the yellow side. And as we see, it goes down. That means that this side has more mass. And I know that the Post-it notes and the eraser, the Post-it note probably has more mass. So I'm already thinking in my scientific brain that I don't need to start anything lower than 16 grams. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my 25 grams. Or excuse me, 20 grams. So I'm going to put 20 right here. We see how this side didn't even budge. So what we're going to do is we're going to add another 20 grams. Do you see how it begins to sway? That means we know it starts to even out. But this side, it's the little line is still on the red side. So we need to add a couple more weights. So I'm going to go back into my one. I'm going to go 41. It's getting close, but not quite. 42. And we see that the triangle and the line even out. So that means they have the same mass. So let's count once again. 20, 40, 41, and 42. So the mass of the Post-it notes is 42 grams. Now the last thing I want to look at are the crayons. So I'm going to take off my Post-it notes, and I'm going to put my crayons on the yellow side. The yellow side goes down, so we know this side now weighs more. And we are going to now put our weighted tools on this side so we can figure out how much mass this has. Now, I kind of already predict that the crayons have more mass than the Post-it notes and the eraser. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a bigger one, let's say 50 grams on this side. Now, I don't know about you, 50 grams seems like a lot, and it didn't even budge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another 20 grams. So 50, now I have 70 grams, still not moving. So I'm going to add another 10. So we saw it slightly begin to move, so I'm going to add another 5 grams. So that means now I have 50, 70, 80, 85, and it's almost begin to even out. I'm going to add, 85, and it evened out once it starts to stop swaying. So, our colored pencils weighs 50, 70, 80, 85. So, in summary, weight and mass are different. Mass is how much matter we have and how much space that we take up. Weight has our mass, but also factors in gravity. So that means how much we weigh on Earth and how much we weigh on the moon are different. We use a panned balance to help measure how much mass an object has. In order to figure out how much mass an object has, we have to place an object on one side and have something we know the mass of on the other side. So I hope this video helps, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.